please throw some flame at Banned from Dota this evening, as he has said horrible things about all of you. Trust me, I promise.
To behind your back.
100% you, individually, you listening to this cast right now. But here we are. I'm ready. You know, I thought I was about to get blue balls from having games get canceled, starting 20 minutes late, but we're here nonetheless.
Nonetheless, the Xerath ban? Interesting.
And
Targeting
Orianna
that,
taken away from Cavendish.
Everyone still has AD Cuties, Cavendish, Orianna, PTSD, so not surprised to see that ban there.
Yeah, as we saw the last time. Now, this is probably the closest thing we have to an actual rivalry in Phoenix Leagues. AD Cuties and Vertibrae have matched up. This is their, fourth time? Third time since the finals of Tempest League, where we first saw a meeting between the two teams. That went an epic 4 games, and then every time we've seen them, it's gone the distance, and it's gone long, crazy games. So we're going to have to see how it pans out now as these two titans in the Onyx League meet each other.
It will be interesting to see how both teams do with subs. Mageman being the sub for the mid laner, so a little bit of a different dynamic than Vertibrae, although they do have the same champion pool, same sort of style. Well, besides, Mageman's obviously not a Nivea main.
True. Nunu taking from Blazing Hot. Kassadin, Xerath. So it does appear they're trying to ban out the mid laners. What mid laners are still available for these people to pick at this point?
Mageman is a pretty good Ziggs player. So he's definitely got Ziggs. He's been... I think they've been working on Cassiopeia, maybe? And everyone can play Syndra, so... It'll be interesting to see how AD Cuties comes out. The Malphite first pick. Interesting first pick.
Yeah, especially since they were hovering Sejuani. Now Blazing Hot can take that power pick away.
Definitely. Although we're used to AD Cuties always giving up a decent first pick, because they are known for their infamous Garen first pick. Always.
Yep. Apparently, I am an anime schoolgirl. Japanese schoolgirl. And there is Sejuani taken up already by Vertibrae and the Boners.
To be expected. Sejuani, hands down the strongest jungler in the game right now. She is seeing nerfs in the next patch, so...
God bless. Caitlyn picked up for Cygnus 2112. What do you think about this pick, Nyquil?
I'm actually digging Caitlyn right now. She has recently been played at Worlds. She's played at Worlds yesterday. When her previously nerfed version of herself. But she has been buffed since then in the patch after Worlds. Her attack speed scaling is so good now. She can headshot towers. She is once again the Siege Queen.
And Tristana is picked up for Kenny. And Cavendish, hovering Cassiopeia, doesn't want to get his mid lane champion pool pinched any further in the second round of bans.
Definitely a good place to pick up the mid laners. They've already pinched a whole lot of the mid lane already, and I know, previously speaking with Cavendish, that he does get pretty tilted whenever his big champion pool gets pinched so hard.
And LP Mageman will pick the Syndra up in return. How does this matchup play out? Cassiopeia versus the Syndra.
I think it's a fairly even matchup early. Cassiopeia has like a really great level 1, and then obviously she has a dip in her mid game, and then really spikes into her late game. Syndra has a pretty decent early game, and then like a really strong mid game, and then her late game is just pretty she plateaus in the mid game.
All right,
but
Rakan's taken away.
Blazing Hot pays attention to the mid lane and gets Mageman ahead. Should be an explosive mid game for the Syndra.
All right, Maokai picked up, well, banned away, I should say.
Yeah, Geodude is known to play some of the more like AFK noodle tops, so not surprised to
AFK
see-
noodle tops. Geo, I hope you hear that. You are an AFK noodle, according to NyQuil, our brave leader.
And I was gonna expect the Orin ban here. Geodude is a infamous Orin player.
Second best Ord in the server, I hear.
Second best Orin.
Mhm.
Second only to you, of course, right?
100%, because as Codename Bond elaborated and Geneva can also confirm, I am the cleanest Orn in Phoenix League. And we did see Tom Kench hovered. Could we see a Tom Kench top come out in this game?
I wouldn't be surprised. Geodude was one of the first people to play Orn after Orn was released in the league. So I know that Geodude is not afraid of playing sort of off-meta-ish things.
Mm-hmm.
And with the recent TK buffs, his damage is pretty outrageous right now.
All right, Warwick picked up for Pudgemeister, rather unusual pick, but it is definitely one of his main champions. And Han does get their best champion in Nami.
Yeah, I would say Nami is definitely the weakest of the Enchantresses. Sona and
Wait
Soraka
a minute.
being stronger.
Wait a minute. Does he lock it in? We're going to get a Zach or a Sejuani top.
That's a Sejuani top.
We're going to... Oh!
It's a Caitlyn top.
Let's see what we have here. They're trying to bamboozle us.
That is... No, there's no way. The Zac top? There's no way.
We might have a Zach top. Boys and girls, get excited. We'll find out in 33
No,
seconds.
I was like, they're fucking swapping. Don't try to bamboozle the
No,
bamboozle.
go for it. Go for it.
Can't bamboozle the bamboozlers.
Man, I want that Zach to go top right now. Please.
Interesting that they... Even Sejuani top is still interesting on its own.
Yeah, and how do you expect that to play out here?
Oh, they did swap it
Oh
back.
my gosh, we have a Zach top.
What trolls?
So, let's theory craft a minute.
Well, Zac does get the bonus to Sejuani's passive, so it makes ganking really easy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got. He is at magic damage, so he can abuse Malphite.
Yeah, and also, Malphite's not necessarily going to abuse anyone in lane, so Zach can kind of just not... any potential weaknesses he may have in lane will not be displayed with this Malphite. But I'd imagine Pudgemeister will look to gank him a lot, Geodude a lot in this game.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if this is their secret pick they've been hiding in scrims. But this should be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's gonna be like a full AP, Zach.
That would be nutty.
Like, actually nutty.
Yeah. Alright, well...
The one-shot Elastic Sling?
Oh, man. Alright, so... Here is my question for you, NyQuil. Knowing we have Zach top, but that's going to definitely bring some attention, will bot lane just be left alone to their own devices?
I'm still gonna say no. They, AD Cuties still has a Tristana down there. So, Tristana being those super, super late, or, well, not late game necessarily anymore, but super hyper carry. She is still really great to get the ball rolling on, so... it's actually, I think, gonna be in the favor of Vertibrae early, because Caitlyn is obviously picked as a lane bully for the range difference. Tristana doesn't outrange Caitlyn until like level 15 or 16, I think. I think with the Janna shield, although Janna did take huge nerfs on her shield, it'll be interesting to see how this bot lane turns out. I don't think it'll be ignored.
What is your bold prediction for this game?
Honestly, I'm expecting a full AP Zac one shot with an Elastic Sling. No other spells, just Elastic Sling.
If there is no Ludens built on this Zac, I consider this game a failure.
I would agree.
100. That is a hard, big agree.
The decap rush, actually.
No, that's too much. Alright, well here we are, loading into Game 1 between Vertibrae and the Boners versus AD Cuties. Week 2, Phoenix League action. I'm pumped. How about you?
I'm pretty hyped. Zac top.
Zac
What more could you be hyped about?
top. Alright, once again, I am Sarah Cruz, and joining me this evening is the furry, formerly known as NyQuil X NyQuil. Had a brain fart there for a moment. Let's take a look at these keystones. They all appear to be taking the infamous solid black keystone. Nope, never mind.
Courage Warlords.
Nothing out of the ordinary. No Thunderlords on Zac, so it might be straight tank.
The legendary Earth the Manatee. Earthwick.
Clearly, he's ready for Runes Reforged.
What else is he going to spend his IP on, though? He already has Earthwick.
Oh, no. Okay, well, here we are. Just kind of sitting, loading screen.
This is actually the longest loading screen that we've had so far.
No, we had a rough one last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, his hamster died or had to have a water break before each game.
Oh, yes, I remember.
All right, here we are in Game 1. Zac, top, Zac, top, Zac, top, Zac, top. Zac,
I'm expecting a Dark Seal start.
A Dark Seal start. All right, now real talk, he's probably going to go Doran's Shield. Or Doran's Shield.
Dark Seal for the extra mana.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's no real point for him to start anything else, because his only resource he needs is that, yep, there's the Doran's Shield. But Malphite also elects into the Doran's Shield, so there might be some mana issues for him, correct?
Yeah, I mean, with the Doran's Ring nerfs, it's probably not too big an issue. He's probably not going to look to, like, poke out Geodude, obviously, because they have the Cell Division and in the passive, so there's not really a point in trying to, like, 1v1 him.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much kill pressure that Malphite's going to have, especially not until level 6 anyway, so...
Yep, and as we watch them enter the Rift, we see a defensive line of vision has been placed by AD Cuties down in the pixel brush, you see right there. And that's all we have right now. It looks like we might have a delayed invade with this Dancing Malphite and Pudgemeister to see where exactly Sejuani will be starting. Oh, eat that with the increased Q damage off of the most recent patch.
Is directed camera bamboozling me? It's just staring at this pixel brush.
Oh, the Mastery
Flash.
Is that him? Well, it looks like Sejuani is going to start blue. They will not necessarily spot this. They're just still kind of chilling in this brush here, not getting set up. I wonder if Pudgemeister's going to go for an invade to take the buff. Let's see what he does. He's spotted.
Sitting there too?
Yeah, no, he is going for the invade, but he gets spooked away by the Zac. The Warwick's going to be slowed down. Blazonhot already has an immediate increase in pace and tempo.
Interesting that he would try to late invade like that, especially like with the modern Sejuani route is definitely like from buff to buff.
I believe he was trying to just steal red buff. Start at the Sejuani red buff. Alright, we see trading going on bot. A lot of early action going on here. Nothing more than usual, though. We do see Sejuani has opted into Raptors, but the jungle pathing, that's not the important part. The exciting thing here is this guy, this lane here. What happens between a Zac and a Malphite? Oh.
Some early pressure there in the mid.
Yeah.
Benjamin getting poked out.
Yep. Oh, but here we are. First Q lands, bopped into each other, and it appears that Typhoid might have the advantage in these earlier trades. Is that necessarily what you expected?
Yeah, I guess kind of. Zac has, a lot of regen from the bubbles. Bubbles obviously can't be denied in the jungle, but in the top lane they definitely can be still.
Well, here we go. We see our first gank coming in from Blazin' Hot. And he's sitting in the bush, waiting to go in. There we are. Level 98 Geodude's taken very low. They're going to go for this stun. Bop, the auto. She's going to have to flash force out of Typhoid. Blazin' Hot gets the successful gank off.
Yeah, the CC is nasty there with that. Chaining the CC from the Sejuani stun into the Zac knockup. Just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, we might have a revisit. Typhoid, no! Knockup into stun into first blood for Blazin' Hot. The immediate loop around.
Feels bad, man. Now they're going to have to blow that TP. We're going to lose a lot of TP or early pressure up top. Will we see the return gank from Blazin' Hot?
He already has done one. No, and Typhoid elects to walk back to lane.
Interesting. Probably gonna lose this entire wave. That's real unfortunate early. I don't think saving the team
any issues. Alrighty. So we are back in action.
Back in action.
Yeah. Alrighty. So.
Oh, the double bubble.
Alright, sorry, I'm handling stuff in chat. It appears that the stream is pretty far behind.
Just refresh it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Hopefully that fixes it out and we don't lose too many viewers as Malphite continues to push level 98 Geodude in. This pickup is not doing too much for them. It's just, he did get that kill pressure and is already even in CS.
Alright, we're back.
Working better now. Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for everyone. Okay, we're back now. For those of you that weren't able to watch it, we did have First Blood go in for Zac as the Sejuani looped around and revisited the flashless Malphite for the kill. And now we see as level 98 Geodude kind of getting pushed around by Typhoid here. But nothing much else going on across the map. No summoner spells burned. Pudgemeister continues to just farm it out in the jungle, trying to get to a state where he's going to be super useful. Geodude might take him very low by Typhoid. He does have that passive available, however. Is it still stuttering on your side, NyQuil? Oh, Pudgemeister gets shown. Tristana jumps in. The ultimate misses from Pudgemeister. He goes in, goes for the fear onto ban from Dota. Bubble lands, but no kill as of yet. We turn to the mid lane as Cavendish gets the ult onto Syndra, but she pressed R just before it cast, and LP Mageman gets the solo kill in the mid lane.
Yeah, it is still stuttering a little bit.
I don't know what to do to fix that. I think my internet might be a little wonky. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's moving, it's operating smoothly on my computer. I don't know actually what to do to fix it from there.
I would say maybe we'll see if it evens itself out.
Yeah, because there might be a point where it's not necessarily me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still stuttering now.
Yeah.
I would say maybe lower the. Not necessarily the bit rate. That's gonna change the way it looks.
Yeah, it is super laggy on their end. I don't know what's going on or how to fix this. Let's see here. I mean, this is what I do every single time. I don't know what my computer might be doing right now that would be making this more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah, let me see. I'll open up OBS and see maybe we can swap the stream. Just keep streaming it for now.
Yep, doing that. Yeah. Man, if only technology worked like it was supposed to. Honestly, I have no clue how to fix it. It might be Twitch. Are other streams having the same issue? We see Cavendish go hard on LP Mageman. LP Mageman will fall here. Does get the ult out. Ult from Blazing Hot goes wide. Kill for kill in the mid lane. Like, I think it might be. Is it happening to any other streams on Twitch right now, NyQuil?
I'm not looking at it. I don't know.
Alright, well, we're doing what we can. Oh, Geodude ults the Malphite back under tower to no avail. Typhoid is a tanky boy, going for that Abyssal Mask right now. And we see Zach's gone Bramble Vest with Spectre Calfers. What do you think about that? Oh, never mind. We have a gank coming in by... No, Blazing Hot wanted to, but gets spotted by the Pink Warden. The pings were flying. Oh, he goes in anyways. Warwick is here. He's going to get the fear on. Blazing Hot's feared away. Bubble lands onto Caitlyn. Ultimate used on Blazing Hot. Ult banned from Dota, keeping him alive as Blazing Hot flashes out. Let's see if they continue this engage. It appears we might not have it continued further.
Back up.
Checking it right now. Alright, well, here we go. We see Ban from Dota is kicking around mid lane. LP Mageman's gonna have quite the time cutting this back together.
It's alright, and we're back in it now.
We're back in it. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. There must be something wonky with the Comcast out in my house. Who knows? But here we are. We are now, as the color caster is the one. Wait, it's frozen.
Oh, it's because I was all tapped out.
Oh, okay. This should be a final fix. No drop frames from you yet, correct?
Nope. My computer is dank.
Yo, so is mine. Apparently, like I looked it up as we were switching. Drop frames are literally not on OBS. It's a connection issue.
Yeah.
So, God bless, my potato works.
All right, so let's get a recap of what's going on here. Sorry, guys.
So we see Blazin is camp bot a little bit, and the kills have gone all over towards Vertibrae and the Boners. We've seen leads like this before in these games, however, so this is AD Cuties are no strangers to 2.5 gold K leads out of Vertibrae and the Boners.
True. And with, sort of like we were talking about, Syndra is winning in that mid lane.
Oh, we have some action in the top lane as I'm AFK in Discord. Cygnus does fall, however, and we see in the bot lane Pudgemeister's taken it to level 98 Geodude. LP Mageman's here to save the day. The stun comes through. Cassiopeia comes around. There's the ultimate coming on out as Pudgemeister gets the kill on the Syndra. If we go back to top lane, Typhoon does not have ult available. Kenny is autoing Blazing Hop, but is tanking as well. Typhoon's trying to get the zoning. He's going to get stunned under tower. The tower's going to kill him. The heal is not enough. Ban from Dota is getting jumped on by Kenny. Does he have enough life in him? No, he does not. Kenny might get the double kill. He does with the flash juice. And mid lane tower falls. Top lane tower is most likely next. We talked about this just a second ago. AD Cuties has a particular skill at coming back in games against Vertibrae and the Boners. That is a awkward interaction there, but oh! He doesn't go. Thinks he has Cygnus here to help him out.
Was he trying to jump, or did he get interrupted? That seemed very weird.
Real talk, I have no clue. Turn my audio up is what they're saying.
Let me turn you up here.
Alrighty, so, woo! Now, AD Cuties turned a 2.5k deficit into a 1.5k lead. A 3,000 gold swing just now from getting those two towers and those kills back on to their carries. Tristana has 3 kills, Static Shift, BF Sword. She is on track. Ardent Sensor is complete on the Nami. And then on the side for Vertibrae and the Boners, Syndra's their main damage source right now. But, and Sejuani's got the kills to be a tanky frontline, but did Vertibrae and the Boners have to snowball this game? Is their moment done?
No, I definitely don't think so. Vayne, Caitlyn is definitely more of a late game carry now than she used to be.
Yep, we see in the bot lane, the Battle of the Titans! Here we go, boys! Typhoon gets out. Oh, I wanted the noodle fight.
The wet noodle fight down in the bot lane.
I wanted it.
But there's a lot of really great late game scaling on the side of AD Cuties, obviously, with Tristana and Cassiopeia. But Warwick is going to fall off pretty hard, and like I said, Nami is definitely the weakest of the Enchantresses. Janna is going to give so much more extra utility to her team. She can apply Ardent Sensor to the entire team. She gives anybody who has her shield a free BF sword. So Janna is going to help Caitlyn get into that same sort of plane as Tristana for late game hyper carry.
Well, here we are. Rift Herald has been taken. The grouping has begun. Vertibrae and the Boners are starting to make a play around the Dragon Pit. Cavendish is all alone, but Blazenhot has other ideas. Typhoon's searching for that angle. Pudgemeister's activated the W. Blazenhot's all on his own. Cassiopeia and Pudgemeister on the back line. We see Ban from Dota and LP Mageman trying to kite for their lives. Kenny jumps over the CC and gets in. That's one of the main damage sources for Vertibrae and the Boners is zoned out by the Tristana. Cygnus is doing his best against the Cassiopeia, but his best is not enough as Vertibrae and the Boners are getting routed by AD Cuties in this team fight. Cleanup kills coming on through. The Zac falls. Tristana jumping in to finish off the Poro. Run! Let the Poro live! Oh, the Flash ultimate! No! And the Mastery Flash. Vertibrae and the Boners are just falling apart at the seams as the Rift Herald falling from AD Cuties and the rest of the squad turns towards the Baron.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of Vertibrae there. Usually their team fighting is what really sets them apart. They have really great team fighting, but there they were just split up all over the place. Their tanks were in different places. Zac was trying to 1v1 the Cassiopeia.
Oh my god, no! It looked like it! It looked like it! Oh no. You saw it, right?
Yeah, it did kind of look like it.
Oh, I thought, oh no, I should have put a noise warning. Oh man. It was literally like a millisecond away from getting the steal. It was 27 health.
27 health.
If that tornado was just a little sooner.
Would have been the Ban from Dota's highlight reel for his LCS auditions.
Yeah, he will never. Yeah, if he had gotten that steal, he should just retire from League of Legends. He would never make a play that good again.
True.
If it was Braum, he would have gotten it.
True.
Bam.
The percent health damage.
Yep. All right. Well, here we are. Dragon is the dragon that they fought so hard for. Finally gonna be taken by AD Cuties. Not much Vertibrae and the Boners can do. I'm not being, let's talk for a second. We were so excited about the Zach pick, but it's been rather underwhelming in this one.
Yeah, I think, I mean, obviously he's not, like, inting or anything on it. It's not, like, a bad pick, but I don't think he's just really accomplishing anything.
He lost lane so hard on against the Malphite of all things.
Well, Malphite doesn't have any kills, so I wouldn't say that he, like, lost lane.
But, I mean,
they did lose their tower. They put a lot of pressure up top, though.
Well, I mean, not just that, but he was just he had no health against the Malphite. Oh, we have a fight in the mid lane. The ultimate did land on Han. Han falls. LP Magement, a barrier, and Seraph's Embrace saving Cavendish as Blazon has to flash away. Meanwhile, we see that noodle fight. Literally a noodle versus a rock. Who wins? He's just whipping that macaroni onto the rock's face, trying to do anything he can. Lands, bopping him. This is the highlight of my evening.
No.
Oh, the Brushmeister ultimate from the brush. They didn't see him in time. Typhoid ultimate's in. Sees that he is alone. We see elsewhere as Tristana is trying to jump onto Cygnus. Will most likely get the kill here. A flash to juke the Q. We jump back to the top lane as the tanks continue to duke it out. Stun will land on Typhoid. The Malphite just will not die as Pudgemeister gets the kill on level 98 Geodude. We saw in the bot lane, Flash Barrier used to get Cygnus out. Blazon Hot is alone under this tower. He is gone. The Poro is dead. Once again, double kill for Pudgemeister. 5-0-1 on this Warwick pick as it's just all falling apart. Vertibrae and the Boners had a 2.5k lead at one point. But now here they are watching their inhib towers fall before 25 minutes.
Yeah, the Boners just look really spread out and spread pretty thin right here. The tanks are just really not accomplishing anything. They should just not be attacking the tanks, and they're not really going to get much out of killing Malphite. Malphite's not really offering a whole lot of pressure. They should just be converging down on these carries and picking them out for being aggressive in the jungle.
Down so much gold. Math. 8,000 gold. 2 and 4 towers.
Yeah, it's looking pretty grim here for the Boners. Hopefully they can get some vision here in their jungle. They have really great pick potential with the Syndra and obviously Sejuani. So they just really need to buy out time, wait for Caitlyn to stack up some items to where those headshots will really start popping off. A 3-item Caitlyn can headshot for like 1,500, so...
Well, she's got to get one more item completed. She just finished her second.
Yep, we got to get there.
Yep.
I think
Sorry.
they have they definitely could. She's got a Shiv. Caitlyn's wave clear is much better now that they buffed the pass-through damage on the Q. So if they got the wave clear, they could definitely stall out for at least a little while anyway. The question is, will they survive the engage from the Malphite?
And the Warwick coming right on afterwards. Pudgemeister showing up in this jungle sub. 5-0-1 right now. That is a spooky puppy. Spooky manatee.
I feel like Warwick still falls into the same sort of pitfalls as like old Jin Zhao did. Where he's like, when you're in, there's no way out. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Warwick's kit is a little bit better since they've reworked it now, but an engage from Warwick is really not as scary as, say, like a Malphite ult or Sejuani's engage.
Mm-hmm. All right, battle for red buff. Who wins?
Oh, he got it.
The Malphite.
Blazon did not want to smite that. Interesting. Probably thought that they could get it I need to turn off my Discord notifications after this game is over.
Yep. Well, here we are. The siege on the mid lane tower begins. No Baron buff anymore. But I don't think this tower is going to be long for the world. Oh, but here comes the elastic slingshot. Gets the knockup onto Han. Han misses the Q. Sejuani ultimate goes wide, zones them out. Cavendish uses his ultimate and is melting Cygnus down. Malphite ultimate gets 2. Geodude is to flash away. Still has to burn his passive. They're going deep. They're between the towers, ravaging the backline. Tristana jumping in and out. Cavendish is still in. Tristana decides Kenny wants it in again. Gets the triple kill. It's a clean ace. Vertibrae and the Boners have fallen, and Tristana is already moving on to the Nexus. This will most likely be game 1, going in favor of AD Cuties.
Malphite's death, most unfortunate. I wish we could zoom out like you can in LCS.
Yeah. But there you have it. GG. The Zac pick, though hypey, was not meant to be. What does Vertibrae and the Boners have to do to recover from this?
Honestly, it just looked like they were kind of falling apart at the seams. They weren't really... didn't have much of it together there. My OBS is not set up for the lobby.
Game lobby is full. Geodude failing me.
Server mute. Turn off those things. Let me get my... This is not set up for...
Alright, well, I want to give a quick, as NyQuil starts going on, I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Illegal Jesus, who just now decided to join us on this cast. Final, not casting, but decides to join us on the stream. NyQuil is, the black screen is here as NyQuil is trying to get his OBS set up.